Yeah.
All right, this is Adrian Hinton, and I'm just excited to be here today and talk about fertilizing these shade trees. And this shade tree needs to be fertilized from the tip. This is called the tip out here, the tip of the branch, and then so the underneath here we need to be halfway back. Is where we put the fertilizer stakes, and we put them all the way down about 8 to 9 inches with a shovel and lay them horizontally in the ground, about every foot all the way around each of your shade trees. And we do that to the conifers. There's actually Job stakes that are for broadleaf, and then there's Job stake for conifers, and then there's Job stakes for fruit trees. So there's different kinds, and just get the right kind, count out how many you need for each one, and they really need to be fertilized every year.
Okay.
At the same time over here, and the same thing with the conifers on this side. We want to fertilize them.
The conifers meaning these pines?
Pine trees,
Okay.
And then we want to fertilize these. Most of these roots are out this far, so wherever you water them, we'll need to put a stake probably right down in here. As long as you go below the grass roots, you should be okay.
Okay.
And then all the way down, just around each one, right where you put the water down. It looks like you water in a circle, and we don't want to water up next to the trunk of those trees. We want to water out at the drip line.
Okay. Okay. Very good.
That's around each of those, and these are really looking pretty good. They're healthy, and so I wouldn't do much unless you want to prune those up just a little bit so you could see kind of underneath.
Right.
And then all the way, even with the others that are not conifers, what we call the broadleaf trees, they'll need to have a Job stake about every yard around underneath.
Okay. And then the this one
yes.
here,
This one here is a cherry tree, but it's a flowering cherry. And so this is called Southwest Winter Injury. This is where the snow is here and it bounces up, and it gets very hot there around this area right here. So we need to come through and clean all this off. And then next fall, you can see where it's starting to grow back here. This is the growth right here where it's starting to come back,
right.
clear back here. But if it gets any worse than this, if it gets more than half around the trunk of that tree, then the tree is pretty much dead.
Okay.
But for right now, I would go ahead and clean that off, and then next fall, about October, November, Halloween time, put the white latex paint all the way up to here, and then everywhere it's see the dead part, just put the white latex paint on that tree right there.
Okay. Excellent. And do that the same with, would you do it with that?
No, nothing, just fruit trees.
Just the fruits.
This
Okay.
is a flowering cherry, but it still has the same problem.
Okay.
All right.